Wonderful wedding so far. Everyone's played their part in making the perfect day for Dean and Fiona. And now finally here's my chance to lower the tone. I've known Dean for roughly 10 years. We worked together until he dumped me and moved on, leaving me totally in the lurch. Not that I'm bitter and using this speech in any way as a way to take revenge. I'm only joking, mate. The first thing you feel when you ask to be best man is shock, then disbelief, then anger, then denial, then dread. Now finally here I am in the 7th stage, dying of death. No, I'm kidding. I was totally flattered and honoured, mate. It's great that everyone's enjoying the wedding today, but I have to say that being the best man, you get to see behind the scenes. And let me tell you, it's not pretty. Tears, hissy fits, chicken lipstick and mascara all over the place. Luckily, I heard Fiona was much better than well behaved than Dean.
Thank you.
As I said earlier, I've known Dean around for about 10 years. I've seen the highs and some of the lows. I've witnessed him morph from a slightly overweight, middle-aged caterpillar into the fine athlete you see before you now.
Oh, yeah.
That's none of you owe me later, Dean. Was that too much?
No, it's good. Keep going, keep going.
I think Dean has found in Fiona what the new Dean 2.0 really needed. A wife, a lover, a soulmate, a friend, but most importantly, a training partner. Bedford Harris would agree with that. Anyone who witnessed the first 6 months Dean and Fiona got together and didn't need one of these was doing really well. Talk about smitten. A pair of love-struck teenagers springs to mind. As I said, Dean and I worked together 10 years on 12-hour shifts. You get to know someone pretty well when you spend that much time together. You know, Dean has probably spent more time asleep next to me than he has Fiona.
Oh, here we go.
I'll level that, hold it up.
No!
Yeah, come on.
You don't want to see this.
Yes, I do.
Before I start the double bed.
Keep going, keep going.
But John wrong.
Please tell me to say
Hold it up so everyone can see. Right, this is...
ready?
Best workmate I ever had. I have to say my back's feeling a lot better now that he's left. All of those years. Yeah, that's hard at work. That's Dean hard at work. I'm going to give that to the management later on. Now, I was well into my midlife crisis of running crazy long distances, and poor Dean was stuck listening to me drone on and on about my running dreams and challenges, until I guess he caught the bug, and boy, did he catch it. Dean's inner athlete awoke and hasn't stopped yet. Dean ran personal bests in all the well-known distances, from the mile to beyond marathon distance. He even started making up not so well-known distances just to keep his PBs actually coming in. A new term of sandbagging was invented just for Dean. Dean 2.0 is half the man he was before in terms of weight, but he's double the man he was before in terms of self-belief, confidence and drive. One way Dean has sought to improve himself was to jump headlong into a serious new, healthy eating lifestyle. This is where Dean went a bit Del Boy on us all. He was sure he was on his way to become a millionaire, and I imagine his garage is still stocked full with the wonder drug plant. I was half expecting it on the menu today. Extract of aloe vera.
You've already eaten it.
A not so tasty green shake. I thought that's what we were all going to be eating and drinking today. Now, the first time I met Fiona, she thought she was going to get away with it. I had a feeling she was special. Not just because they couldn't keep their hands off of each other, but because she was willing to support Dean and I in our most mad long distance running event so far. We decided to run from one side of the country to the other along the famous Hadrian's Wall, and Fiona had the arguably harder job of trying to meet us at various checkpoints along the way. I'll not lie, I could have done with my sick bucket at the first checkpoint. Well, I think we lost about 10 minutes. It's because Dean wanted to stop and do a bit of smooching. But towards the end of the race, after about 70 miles, we almost finished. Coming along the Tyne and into Newcastle. Here we go. What happened next was my things got middled up. What happened next was one of my highlights of the run. From what seemed miles away and across the other side of the wide river, Fiona had hijacked the organiser's microphone and a very excited voice boomed over to us, cheering us on. I think her trip across the country had proved harder than ours, but amazingly she did it. Now,
It's a good day.
Dean mentioned earlier that he proposed in Mauritius, and amazingly there's been a present that's actually come all the way from Mauritius. Now, this is for you to open now. No one here will know the meaning of it, and perhaps you can explain it to them later.
Maybe.
But yeah, this is from the hotel where Dean and Fiona stayed. That should be sliding very easily. Right.
The bill for throwing up.
Should I hold it up? You don't want me to?
Yeah, do
Keep it a
it. You
secret.
can do it. You can. No,
Now,
get it out the box. Get it out the box.
Yeah.
None of you's got it right.
Dean was.
It's not what you're thinking.
I know.
So, but the hotel in Mauritius want you to take that to the honeymoon.
We will do when we go back.
And this. Just in case that doesn't work. Okay.
I don't know. It was comfy.
It was, yeah.
Now, I've not seen a more compatible couple. Their dreams and their desires are as one. Now, this is another little surprise for Fiona, but I know she didn't want to make a speech today, and we're all lucky she didn't, because she goes on for quite a long time, don't you, Fiona?
I have my moments.
But Dean actually said to me earlier, have a look at this, see what you think. Now, these are Fiona's words, and I wanted to read them to you, because I thought this was really lovely, okay? Imagine Fiona's voice. To Dean, my love, my life, my husband to be. Today has finally arrived, the day when we make our vows, the day we become one as Mr. and Mrs. Newman. I am the happiest bride that ever walked up the aisle. The smile you will see on my face has been a permanent fixture since that wonderful day when I met you. I cannot wait to take your name as my own. I want the whole world to know that I am your wife. You are so loving, caring, passionate, understanding, thoughtful, gentle, amazing. I could go on, but we get married to people. I promise you, darling, to make you the happiest man on this earth, not just today, but tomorrow and always. You are my whole world and always will be. See you at 3 o'clock, handsome. I think she was talking to Dean on that comment. All my love from your future wife, Fiona. Now, I thought that's all right. So, finally, final toast, I think.